What's up, you guys? Steven here for Off the Shelf Movie Night to talk to you about physical media, about Blu-rays, 4Ks, and DVDs, the way we like to buy and own our movies and TV shows and watch them when and how we want without worrying about them being on this streaming service or that streaming service or being edited or cropped or whatever. We just get to enjoy what we love and, display it in a beautiful or sometimes messy or sometimes a combination of the two library. So if you're a physical media collector, you want to be a physical media collector, or you just like talking about movies and TV shows, you're in a good spot. We have a great community here. We love talking about all things related to media. So hit that like button if you like the video. Definitely hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can join the conversation. You'll know when I do new posts and that kind of thing. All right, let's get into it, you guys. I have a pile of pickups here to talk about. A lot of stuff. And interestingly, the entire pile of stuff did not come from a studio or a PR firm. I did not buy it. All of this stuff was sent to me across a few mailings from a TikTok follower. It's interesting because we have a great community over there of people who just want to build the content together. We all do it together. And one way is sometimes sending stuff from our wish list to us for content. So I'm going to be doing content on all of the stuff that my friend Javier sent me on TikTok and also here with you guys. I'm going to be watching some of this stuff, doing reviews, bonus features, breakdowns, all the stuff that we like to do. Anything in this pile you really want to know more about, let me know and I'll push it to the front of the line. All right, so let's take a look at what we got. I've unpackaged these over on TikTok, but I have not opened them yet. So we're going to open them together. First thing is Pennywise, the story of It. This is a documentary about the It miniseries. I love the movies, but the miniseries has a soft spot for me. Tim Curry is amazing here, and I just love it. I think what's interesting though is with the miniseries, the flashback sequences, the parts with the kids are the best parts of this miniseries. And when you watch the movies, It Chapter 1 is the best part of those two movies too. And again, parts with the kids. It's when the adult aspect of the story begins that both movies, the miniseries and the feature films, both falter. And I don't know what that is. Maybe it's just building that story in visual form. It's just difficult. Just doesn't work either way. But this one, I really love the miniseries because it is able to do more, go into more detail on this paper ripping than the movies were. All right, so there's a better look at this. And I'm sorry I don't have my lights, forward lights up back. I'm going to do that. I had to do some shoots and I had to break them down and use them, so we'll get back to it though. I'll get them back up. Nothing interesting on the inside there, but I mean for a documentary, just the fact we have this documentary on Blu-ray is amazing because I'm used to getting stuff on DVD when it comes to docs, and we'll get to that later. All right. Also next, we have the Dentist collection. All of us collectors love the Vestron line. They are a sub-boutique. That's what I call them because they're not quite to the level of boutique. They don't offer quite the quality and transfer or extras. But they do spend some thought and time on their packaging. We have this brand banner across the top, which normally is just, why would you care? But it's kind of retro looking and it's consistent, and we love consistency from a label when we put things on the shelf. So I think I have only seen maybe the first Dentist. So this will be an interesting journey to go through this entire package with you guys. There's the inside. The back is the same. Is this Corbin Burnson, I think is his name? He did a show like LA Law or something like in the 80s, I think, or 90s. Anyway, a lot of people are really scared of the Dentist. I'm not personally scared of the Dentist, Fact is, the Dentist, as far as, not going into a hospital, the Dentist offers the best drugs. So you don't feel any pain when you get worked on by the dentist. Now, I do hate getting that needle to the teeth. And I think in the first film, if I remember correctly, that fear that a lot of us share is kind of enhanced. I'm struggling with this package, you guys. So it'll be interesting to see this whole set. If you've seen them and you have thoughts on them, let me know. And we'll have conversation about it. And this is doing the thing that a lot of us hate, where the plastic wrapper kind of gets stuck on the spine. I hate that. But anyway, there it is without the plastic on, and on the inside, ooh, we have a digital code. We'll take that. And then the movies are spanned across 2 discs, which is unfortunate. If there's 3, isn't there 3 in here, or is it just 2? Oh, it's just 2. Okay, one per disc. That's fine. That's fine. I wish this wasn't a blue case though. And I know, I talk about that all the time. But we got a cool slippy. Got the slip cover here. There we go. Moving on. We have, I did open this one live on TikTok Live, so this one's open. War Games on 4K from Shot Select. I love War Games. It is very much a time capsule of the 80s. Fun movie. Can't wait to revisit. I haven't seen it in many years. So we'll definitely do a review of the quality of this release. Alright, next up we have Mortuary. This is an MVD, similar to Vestron. They do this brand banner across the bottom, always doing retro kind of VHS looking covers. Very sad I didn't get the slipcover, but this has been out for a while. And, you know, sometimes there's only limited amounts of money, and sometimes things fall through the cracks, and this one did. I don't know a whole lot about this movie, except that it's retro, you know, horror, kind of like possession maybe, but it's all kind of in a mortuary, like demons and shit. That's really all I know. I remember looking at the trailer thinking, man, this looks interesting, and I was buying other things at the time and couldn't get it, so I dropped it in my wish list a long time ago. So finally I can take a look at it. I will tell you, probably this, oh no, come on. This plastic is, oh, I thought we had damage here, but it's just plastic sticking to it. So inside we have, this is an MVD thing that they do. We have just that, no artwork. But we do have a poster. I'm not going to unfold it here. It's just a poster of the artwork. I wish there was reversible art, but there is not. That's okay. At least we have the movie. Let me know what you guys think of this movie if you've watched it. Because it might be a movie that I've seen, but I just don't remember. So that's Mortuary. Very cool. Why did I not put the slipcover back on it? This is what happens when you get so excited for stuff, for new movies to the collection. And I do. I always get excited. I'm like a child. All right. So I had this movie on my wish list, and I kind of had a plan to pick it up when it went lower than $10. Because it's not that great of a movie, but it has a banger of a third act, which makes it so worth watching. And I'm not sure where it got down to when Javier sent this to me, but he sent it, so now I have it. Fall. So you can't, when you watch this movie, you can't trust the physics of the movie at all because they don't work. Sometimes the CGI doesn't work. It looks a little wonky. The acting is suspect in places. So you're like, why would you want this? This sounds terrible. But somehow, above all that stuff, it really still works. It's still very fun, and it has a banger of a third act that just makes it so worth watching. And because of that, I really needed to have it in my collection. And I'll be honest, with all that knowledge of the subpar, blah, blah, bad acting, whatever, I'm excited to watch this again. I haven't seen it since it was in theater, and I'm excited to watch it at home. Fall. Crack it open here. Oh, we have a digital code. Yes. No artwork. Just your basic stuff here. That's fine. There's a slipcover, so that's all right. Very awesome. It is a recommend if you like B-grade horror movies and you like the hidden gem kind of B-grade horror movies where there's no reason it should be good, but it ends up being good. That's what Fall is. All right. For those of you who think... wait, let's go this one first. Galaxy Quest. I've wanted to add this into my collection for a while. I know there was a steelbook, and that's fine. I don't feel that bad about missing out. It's fine. I just wanted this movie in my collection. I love Star Trek, and I love this riff on Star Trek. It takes sort of the silly things about Star Trek and makes fun of them, but then it actually ends up having the heart of Star Trek 2. Not Star Trek 2, the movie, Star Trek in general. So it's really fun for that. Tim Allen is great doing his sort of, Captain Kirk riff. Sigourney Weaver is very fun. It's just such a good cast. And it's a great kind of homage/spoof comedy. If you haven't seen it, I recommend. I would wager that most people that be watching my channel have seen it, but there you go. So Galaxy Quest is a pretty basic release, but we're good with that. We do get a digital code. Awesome. And nothing happening on the inside. I'm going to watch this soon. For those of you who think that I don't buy DVDs, and I do buy DVDs, but the DVDs that come into my collection typically are documentary, because documentaries get screwed. They just always get dropped on DVD because it's cheaper. And that is the case with this one. It is Spielberg. This is a documentary about Steven Spielberg. I watched this when it premiered on HBO, and it's crazy that this is an HBO documentary that only got a DVD release. I'm sorry, the lights are so screwed up here because I don't have my front lights on. But anyway, I'm happy to have this one. It's a really good documentary talking about his career, his philosophy on filmmaking, all that stuff. And some of my favorite things in this movie are the behind-the-scenes stuff that's here that we haven't seen before. There's some really great behind-the-scenes stuff from the shooting of E.T. and him working with Drew Barrymore, who was a very young child at that time. Nothing special happening on the inside. This is your old school basic DVD. Let me show you the back again now that the cover is off. You might be able to read it a little bit better. I highly recommend this movie. Sad that it's only on DVD, but very excited and happy to have it in my collection. Alright, so we have another DVD here. This is an interesting movie because I never even heard of this movie before recently. And it's kind of become a topic of discussion on a lot of my live streams. And I had said over on TikTok that, you know, it wasn't something that was a priority for me because I've never heard of the movie, I've never seen it. But if I ever came across it, that I would give it a watch and talk about it, because so many people here apparently have a lot of passion for this movie. So I'm just taking the cover off here, and it is Blood In, Blood Out. This is a huge conversation piece over on that platform. I don't know anything about it. Now it's in my collection, so I gotta watch it. So I'm gonna watch it and talk about it. And this is another movie that is only available on DVD. There's no Blu-ray for this. The movie is owned by Disney, so it'll probably never get any other release. If you want it, it's very cheap. I think it's like $6-7 on Amazon right now. Really, I know nothing about it, so I have nothing I can say about it except I have it. I heard it's really long, which sucks, but I'm going to watch it. Now, this last thing is epic, you guys. It is epic. When I opened the package and this was in there, I couldn't believe it. I was in total shock. I don't have a lot of TV shows in my collection, but there are shows that I love, and I just like to have them. I like to be able to watch them on disc, and this is one of those shows. It is Twilight Zone, the complete collection on Blu-ray. I couldn't believe that this was sent to me as a gift. It's a very expensive, well, to me, expensive box set. It's huge, epic. It's got the entire series. I'm not in love with this box, but I understand because there's just so many discs. And at first I thought this was only on Blu-ray. Yeah, this is a suck box. I hate it. But we'll make it work because it does have all of it. But I thought this was on DVD, but it's a Blu-ray set. And I don't know what we've got happening as far as extras, but I was thinking of doing a series where I go season by season, watch the episodes, and talk about them. Is that something you guys would be interested in seeing? I mean, because I have this set now. I'm so excited to have it in my collection. So that's it, you guys. That's quite a pile of stuff. Take a look. All that. A nice pile of things added to my collection. Let me know if there's anything in here you guys would like me to talk more about. Talk about the movie, the extras, whatever. And let's talk about physical media. Until next we meet, pull something cool off the shelf, share it with friends and family, and remind them why physical media is the best way to watch films on TV at home. I'll see you guys on the next one.